2 years ago, Romeu was given one of the hardest jobs in football. Today, he is a Champions League winning coach with a new contract until 2028. But behind the celebration, behind the headlines, and behind the new deal, there is a much bigger story. Because the Barcelona Femení team that dominated Europe is entering a new era. 4 important players have left, a generation of leaders is gone, and now Romeu faces the ultimate test. Can he create a new Barcelona dynasty, or will this be the moment when Europe's biggest clubs finally catch them? This is not just a contract extension. This could be the decision that defines Barcelona Femení's future. The coach who inherited a football machine when Romeu became Barcelona Femení's head coach, he didn't inherit a normal team. He inherited a football empire. Barcelona was already the reference point of women's football, a team built on technical quality, a team built on possession, a team built on a winning mentality. But with success comes pressure. At Barcelona, winning is not enough. The expectation is domination. Every season begins with the same objective: win every competition, compete for every trophy, remain the best team in the world. And replacing a successful coach in that environment is one of the most difficult challenges in football. Many coaches would have tried to completely change the system. Romeu chose another path. He understood something important. Barcelona didn't need a revolution. It needed evolution. The Champions League moment that changed his career, Romeu continued the Barcelona identity. Fast attacking football, high-intensity pressing, control of possession, players with freedom to create. And the results came. In only 2 seasons as head coach, Romeu achieved what every manager dreams of. He lifted the UEFA Women's Champions League trophy, a moment that changed everything. Because winning Europe's biggest competition is not just about talent. It requires leadership, mental strength, the ability to handle pressure when millions are watching, and Romeu proved he belonged on football's biggest stage. That is why Barcelona acted quickly. The club did not want uncertainty. They wanted stability. They wanted a coach who could lead the next chapter. And that is exactly why his contract was extended until 2028. But now, the easy part is over. The biggest challenge has arrived, because football has a brutal reality. Building a champion is difficult. Rebuilding a champion is even harder. Barcelona Femení is entering a period of transition. 4 key players have left the club, and their departure represents more than losing quality on the pitch. These players were part of the culture. They understood the pressure. They knew what it meant to play for Barcelona. They were leaders inside the dressing room. They were the players younger teammates could learn from. Replacing goals and assists is possible. Replacing experience and mentality is much more complicated. And this is where Romeu will truly be judged. Not by what he inherited, but by what he creates next. Europe is waiting for a weak moment. For years, Barcelona has been the team everyone wanted to defeat. Every opponent studied them. Every coach searched for solutions. Every club wanted to close the gap. And now, many believe this transition period could be their opportunity. Chelsea continues to build one of the strongest squads in Europe. Arsenal is becoming more dangerous every season. Lyon wants to return to the top. Real Madrid is investing heavily in women's football. The message is clear. Europe is no longer just chasing Barcelona. Europe believes Barcelona can be challenged, and that creates a completely different type of pressure. The Romeu era, the next generations. So what happens now? This is where great coaches become legendary. Because the best managers are not only remembered for winning trophies, they are remembered for creating eras. Romeu now has the opportunity to build the next great Barcelona team. He has incredible resources, a world-class academy, a football philosophy that players around the world admire, and young talents waiting for their opportunity. But developing the next generation requires courage. Young players need trust. New leaders need responsibility. New stars need time. And Barcelona does not always have patience. The demand for success will always be immediate. The final question, so here is the question that will define Romeu's legacy. Can he keep Barcelona Femení at the top of world football after losing some of the players who built this dynasty? Because winning one Champions League makes you successful. Winning multiple Champions Leagues makes you historic. But rebuilding a champion, that is what separates good coaches from legends. Romeu has already written the first chapter, a Champions League title, a contract until 2028. The trust of Barcelona. Now comes the hardest chapter. The chapter where he must prove that Barcelona's greatness was never only about the players, it was about the culture, the philosophy, the identity, and the future. The new era has officially begun. The question is, will Romeu lead Barcelona Femení into another golden generation? Or are we watching the beginning of a changing football landscape? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this analysis, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more Barcelona Femení stories. This is the beginning of a new chapter. Visca Barça!